is the true liberation when one is under a guidance of a living master, a living teacher that is supporting and guiding with the light of divine, with the Shabd, and it's helping the soul to liberate itself through this sound current, through this Shabd, the divine light and sound stream, through meditation, through certain consciousness and awareness that is necessary for everyone to break through, begin to resolve, and liberate oneself from these great traps. Karma is a trap. So family karma can be understood as a collective karma. Look at you in relation to your family. Yes, that is one collective karma. Your very specific family karma. It's binding the souls together through this familial relationship. Yes, there's a certain amount of people binded together through karma, binding the souls into a certain collective consciousness. So it arises from it a lot of interconnectivity through actions and death of the soul. Okay, so across the history, across the lineage, your ancestors, all of it is interwound, interconnected, and the souls then have certain debt that they must balance because of this law. It's a spiritual law, it's not a man-made law. It's a spiritual law of cause and effect, which means a law of balance. That's what it is, a law of balance. So let us look at souls and relationships. Yeah, so souls reincarnate in certain groups, often forming families, communities, and other close bonds based on past karmic ties. This can also be friendships and romantic relationships, but today let's focus on family. Let's keep it to highlight the family karmas. In these relationships, you and your family, it's not random. It's not a coincidence. It has been orchestrated by the law of karma. Yes, it has been orchestrated under the oversight of the negative power of Kal. Yeah, because Kal is like a universal administrator of justice, and through this negative power, and what is the negative power? It's the deception, yes, of the souls being deceived, of not knowing and not remembering that where is your true home, beyond the light of Brahma Jyoti, beyond the light of Brahm. So the deception and the forgetfulness of the soul's true home trapped the souls in the lower worlds, in Brahmanda, Andapinda. It has trapped the souls here. And it has forgotten the way back to the true home. So here, this is what I'm referring to as the negative power of Kal. So a soul might be born as a parent. Sometimes they flip. You become the sibling, and the parent becomes, it flips around. Sometimes you're the child, sometimes you're the parent. And so this flipping around takes place because of a certain debt that the soul is repaying to resolve past conflicts and fulfill certain obligations that it may not make sense right now in this life. Why so much suffering? Why is it like that? But nothing is a coincidence, and this has been fully orchestrated by the law of balance. And so thus, souls need to repay back that balance to restore what has taken place previously. Also, as a soul can also have certain positive actions, even in relationships, family relationships, with a lot of love and support, but also negative actions related to harm and betrayal. So you have to have a broad mind here to perceive this from a non-dual perspective, because there has been positive actions and there has been negative actions too from past lives. That whether it's a positive action, whether it's a negative action, souls come together, ties are created, and the souls are drawn back together in a family unit. This is how karma functions. So this is also called shared karma. In a family unit, there are certain karmic lessons that all of the members of the family tend to experience. Now, this is called a shared karmic lesson. What does this family unit need to learn? And majority of times, this one family unit experiences certain negative aspects, certain limitations, and you see it through all the members of the family. So these might look like a family might face repeated financial struggles, for example. And this may be due to past lives of greed or misuse of resources. Then out of that, the family unit comes in and needs to balance out what has taken place in the previous lives. Also, it could be emotional dynamics. For example, resentments. As a family unit, having this lesson to learn about resentments. And it may persist across generations until the underlying karmic impressions are cleared. Now, this is why within this era, within our life right now, many awakened ones and spiritual people feel it's not just spiritual people, everybody feels the weight of the family karma, whether they have understanding of it or whether not. Everyone feels the certain weight of family units. That's very obvious and it's very, very clear.